instead.
Gods, they're nuts. You have to help me.
Step out of the way. Protect him, and Umberlee will swallow you whole. Your lies won't save you. Give us the abomination or be counted as his ally.
What? Mate, you've got to be kidding.
Come quietly. The Sea Queen will judge you.
I surrender, all right. You wouldn't hurt a harmless man, right? And you. Thanks for nothing, prick.
It's over! It's finally over! We're safe!
Fate, dost thou require a new ally? Then thou must return. This is the price of that. Well, by doom and dusk, I strike thy name from the archives. Rise. Fate, dost thou require a new ally? Then thou must return. This is the price of well counted. By doom and dusk, I strike thy name from the archives. Rise.
Hope is gone, or so it seems, but game's not over yet.
Your mind intertwines with Raven Guards, then disentangles.
This place is touched by the infernal. I can smell the she-devil. I can smell my son. Bring him here. We can talk after. First you cleave my heart in twain, now you shatter it to pieces. My son a monster, twisted beyond recognition. To think my blood flows through those veins. Is this my fate? To be freed from Gortash's hell, only to be trapped in yours?
It isn't what you think. It never was.
You turned your back on me, on your city, to chase the she-devil and her power. She stinks up the place even now. It is exactly what I think.
Ravengard's tadpole clenches as your memories and wills flow into him.
My tears wounds. I'm in your mind.
The Grand Duke sees Mizora and her infernal sisters. He sees the agony in Will's face as an impossible choice is set before him.
No. My son.
The past becomes present, and Will's thoughts are laid bare. Ravengard sees Will partnering with Mizora to defeat Tiamat's cultists before they could lay siege to Baldur's Gate, and he sees everything beyond. The Nautiloid journey, the perilous path to Moonrise, the astral prism, and the Emperor within.
Will.
Everything I did for Baldur's Gate. I did for you.
All too right. My son. You sold your soul to save Baldur's Gate, and I cast you out for it. You gave yourself to the Hell's eternal fires so I might walk free. By the gods. Can you ever forgive me?
There's nothing to forgive. You wanted to protect the city. I only ever wanted the same.
You are a better man than most, and a better son than I deserve. I'll yet make amends, but my duty is first and foremost to the city and its people. There's something I must ask of you. Before I was captured, I was on a mission. Returning from Elturel, I discovered the plans of the Absolutists. I immediately realized the city couldn't defend itself against such an army. I didn't despair, because the city has a secret guardian, a worm that sleeps beneath. He can be called upon in times of great need. This is such a time. You've been trained in the ways of the great champions and proven to be one of them. The worm will answer your call. You must seek him out. A bronze dragon, yes. He sleeps beneath us even now, awaiting a hero to rouse him. The worm goes by many names. Ansur, the waiting storm, the heart of the gate. He promised Baldur he'd protect the city if ever its existence was threatened, but just the once. Since then, the city has faced countless threats, but we always overcame. There was never a need to call on the worm. Until now. The Absolute is the greatest threat Baldur's Gate ever faced. The worm must be awakened, and the task falls to you. Take this. The legend of Ansur. An ancient epic. Ill-remembered. Dismissed as a mere tale. Let it set the path before you. Thank you. And may the city know the truth of my only son. Pride of Ravengard. Pride of Baldur's Gate.
We'll finish what my father couldn't. We'll awaken Ansur, the heart of the gate. I disappointed him once. I won't do it again. Go on, read the legend of Ansur. Then we can plan our next steps. It's complicated. There's the joy of reconciliation, the relief of forgiveness, and the anxiety of new expectation. It's a flurry of emotion. I'm not sure how to make sense of it. Relief. My last 7 years have been defined by the secrets I carried. I feel light as a feather now that I've shed them. When I left the city, my father saw only a boy carrying the stench of the hells. Now, he sees the man I made of myself. Once all this is ended, once we've crushed the brain and freed the people, I could once more call Baldur's Gate home. Whether I return there, well, only time will tell.
Pride of the gate.
The Absolute's voice is gone, but I still hear its echoes. Reflections of reflections. While the Absolute commanded my mind, I condemned her to death and confined her in Worm's Rock prison. She stood by me even as the Hell's fires lapped at my feet. You must free her. Tremendous news. She proves as loyal to you as she is to me. I couldn't bear it if she died by my command. May the Triad guide her steps. I was returning from out. It wasn't the heat that woke me. It was the scent. I awoke in Moonrise Towers. Well, the rest goes without saying. I went to greet Elturel's High Overseer. I've been touched by Avernus. Been a plea.
Almost pleasant traveling with company, if you ignore all the less pleasant aspects.
All's well that ends not as bad as it could have.
Upon the winds of fortune's view.
What's on your mind? Elminster's not around, so might as well.
So the fabled answer is to be found beneath the flagstones of Worm's Rock Prison. I have a spark or two up my sleeve. Could that be enough to light the way?
Shures's caress isn't just...
You know,
Teresa's
I'm
caress.
starting to remember that one has a bit of a reputation, doesn't it?
You're not staying
Tad
in a
mercenary,
brothel.
tad sordid.
Listen, it's got
Anything
private
and anyone
rooms,
for a price.
music, and all-round pleasant folks. But from what I've
And if a patron confuses me for a member of staff,
I'd probably break his nose. Good boy.
sir, I had no less than 2 maidens and a bachelor clawing us my door.
Invented the steel watch?
But this armor was...
No, he merely offered patronage. The Gondians built the steel watch. Yes, but they were Gortashans, which makes him the inventor.
How about we settle on Gondians and Gortashans?
Sizes or prices!
Like that?
See you taking charge of your pleasure.
Hello again, sir. What can... Everything alchemical from potions to poisons. Just do make sure you read the label before quaffing. Hmm? Be sure to...
madman.
Dinner with my parents, remember?
How else was I supposed to see their optics?
Whether you're getting hammered or getting nailed, we've got the tool for the job.
The lips, the tongue. If your mighty Mars needs some.
I got it. What I wouldn't give to be the Gondian invented the steel watch.
As you were, citizen.
How about we settle on the Gondians and Portash? I'd love to see one of them in a fight. A real fight. They crush
You're
everyone.
shopping for a suit. Dinner with my parents, remember?
A couple turns should do it.
Let's go to Comscott's. She has the most fabulous. For a suit. Dinner with my parents, remember?
This armor was such a bargain. We can't return it.
Your desire.
All right. What now?
All shapes, all sizes, all prices.
My mother and father.
Brothel? Why does Bronze Crossing have so few lock-ins? Great! We can bunk with 10 other people and put none of those
Looking for a loving home.
Well, we're shopping for a suit. Dinner with my parents, remember?
We've got the tools for
This
the
armor
job.
was such a bargain. Terms like a
A scant few customers. You are safe. This might end up being the first day. I'm here.
Everyone at Sharess's caress is a professional.
Get them while they're hot.
This armor was pricey.
You told me the armor was a bargain.
It was. Simply astonishing.
All shapes, all sizes.
I'm ready.
A long way from Waterdeep.
We've got the tools for the job.
Defender of the people.
Imagine seeing your watch power for the first time. My heart, what has ever thought?
Never been a fight or a real fight. They crush it.
Let's get on with it.
Whether you're getting hammered or getting nailed, we've got the tools for the job.
Here goes nothing.
I'll be my old fishing spot. Spent more than a few summer tide days here. Only a few head colds and a tongue lashing from my worried father.
with ease.
What's that? What's that?
I'm a large man, and that's a very small hole.